Will AI replace high-ticket dropshipping? It's an interesting question. I understand the motivation behind it, and I get asked this a pretty shocking amount. And I'm going to break it down in this video. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you are new, subscribe for some of the most reliable and experienced high-ticket dropshipping information that you will find on YouTube. I'm Joe Verschoor. I've been in the high-ticket dropshipping space since 2020, and I've been around the block with successes, with failures. I build stores for clients. I have a small team behind me that helps me do this, and we're getting quicker and more efficient and more effective at it. And in fact, 100% of my clients whose stores I've built have seen a sale in the first 2 weeks. And just a couple weeks ago, I had a client who hadn't even started running ads. She got a sale for $33,000 with 20% gross margins off the bat, and she hadn't even launched yet. So I like what we're doing. The link is in the description below if you're interested. But let's get back to the subject matter. Will AI replace high-ticket dropshipping? So I think we need to break down what this question is actually asking. I think it's asking, is high-ticket dropshipping going to go away? And the answer to that is obviously no, it's not, because high-ticket dropshipping is simply just e-commerce. You're selling expensive things online, and dropshipping is just a method of order fulfillment. I think the term dropshipping has been around for long enough now that people assume that it's just kind of a thing of the past. But I would actually make the argument that AI is going to enhance how high-ticket dropshipping is done as far as what you're able to do efficiency-wise, whether it's content generation, website building, research. There are many, many things that I'm doing myself on a daily basis and that my team are doing to make these stores really, really excellent that we're building. But I think a lot of people a lot of people get shiny object syndrome when they're considering entrepreneurship, or maybe they're already an entrepreneur and they're looking for the next best thing, which that's definitely me. I'm definitely doing that myself. We're all guilty of it. But there's this notion, I think, or this assumption that now that people are doing AI as a service, or AI automation, AI implementation, doing all this AI, that high-ticket dropshipping is just going to disappear. And it's like, no, these are established manufacturers selling their product in the United States or overseas if you're not domestic to the United States. And they're not going to just stop selling their physical product. We still live and exist in a physical world. So these products need to be bought. And some of them are bought in person, some of them are bought online. I think maybe there's an argument that the platform on which they're purchased online over the course of time might change. I think that's definitely being influenced by AI as far as search results. I don't know about you guys, but I use ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude like way before I ever do a Google search for any type of information. And if I do a Google search, I'm looking at the Gemini response. It's like, it's so much better than any Google search will ever give me, because it's nuanced and it's based on LLM. I can ask it and have a conversation with it and have a back and forth dialogue and find the answer that I'm looking for like I'm talking to a person. You all know, if you assuming the generations that are following this, or the people that are into e-commerce are definitely using AI. You guys understand, like, when was the last time you just did a basic Google search and you looked beyond what AI was giving you? I can't think of the last time for myself. So what's going to change high-ticket dropshipping from that standpoint is we need to start thinking about how do we make high-ticket dropshipping stores show up for AI search results. If I'm typing in ChatGPT, looking for new kitchen stools. I'm sitting on kitchen stools here, and kitchen stools near me in Waukee, Iowa. I think there are a lot of businesses nearby that definitely want to be showing up in that search result on ChatGPT. And so that's called generative engine optimization. And a friend of mine recently started doing it themselves. I recently started doing it just on Shopify stores, but this is where the industry is not heading and forgetting Google, because Google is always going to be really powerful as far as Google ads and Microsoft ads for that matter. But there is going to be a world where we need to start thinking about how are we showing up for AI searches. So all of that said, AI is going to enhance the way that we transact business online, whether it's selling services, whether it's selling physical products like we are in high ticket dropshipping. So the short of this is high ticket dropshipping is not going away. I honestly want to say that because so many people are just ditching everything they're doing to get into AI, which I think is a smart thing to explore. It's kind of the next big, like when dropshipping first became a thing, it was this gold rush. Everybody flocked to it. And I'm talking about like the classic Instagram ad, Alibaba or AliExpress, low ticket dropshipping. And there are a lot of people that made a lot of really good money from it. And there are people still making really good money from it today. The space just became really crowded. I think there's an argument, though, that a lot of people are moving on from dropshipping, which means there are less people doing high-ticket dropshipping now, which leaves more room for people that want to do high-ticket dropshipping. And I think it's a really smart business model, especially for someone that has never done e-commerce before. I personally have used it to learn how to do so many things online, from building a course to offering services, which is what takes up the vast majority of my time now, as far as building stores for clients based on my own continued experience in this space. It has made me a much better accountant. I know how to do business taxes. You wear every hat in the business and you learn a lot of different things. And over the course of time, you don't necessarily have to be married to only doing the business model of high ticket dropshipping. You can see what you learn over the course of time, whether it's running ads for people, doing SEO for people, GEO for people, AI implementation for people. Take what you've done with your own high ticket dropshipping business and see how you can expand from there and monetize other things from there. But overall, I think high ticket dropshipping as a business model is a really smart place to start because there's a clear strategy to it. And it makes you really well-rounded and teaches you a lot of really good principles as an entrepreneur. So I'll get off my soapbox here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for upcoming high-ticket dropshipping content. I'll start making more AI content as well, just because I use it religiously. I'm obsessed with it. And I think it's just really going to change a lot of things about how we go about this business model over the course of time. So if there's anything that you guys want to hear me just ramble about on here, let me know in the comments. But we'll see you next time.